Good morning, this is Mark Harrison with Sewer Line Check Professionals. I'm here at 2814 Grand Canal in Venice, and I'm preparing to perform a video examination of the main sewer line here on the property. Now, the main sewer line is the portion of the waste drainage piping that is exterior to the structures. It lies underground and connects the building drain line systems to the public sewer. The building drain line systems then are the portions of the waste drainage piping that would be underneath or interior to the structures. Our examination today is not focused on the building drain line systems, so if further evaluation is desired regarding those building drain line systems, a licensed plumbing contractor should be contacted, or a specialty building drain line video examination can be set up through our office. So we have two 4-inch cleanouts here in the breezeway here between the two buildings, and we've got one here, there's the back, and then there's one here at the base of the steps, so kind of just directly across from each other. These do come across, tie into one primary line that runs down the center between the garages out to the public sewer at the back of the alley. Now, there's been some alterations or changes here recently. A couple of things that are a little non-standard. We'll go ahead and pop the cap off. As we drop into this one for the, I guess it's the north building, as soon as we drop in, you see we've got a little bit of roots right here and a white PVC pipe tying into this cleanout riser. And what this is drainage for a outdoor shower that's just back here around the corner. Now that does allow rainwater and area drainage to collect in there and then drain into the sanitary sewer, so that's not a correct application here. Also, it looks like they just put a piece of pipe on top of it here, didn't seal it. We've got some pretty significant roots coming in right here in this area. So this is something that should be corrected. And then as we drop down to the bottom here, we're looking at a non-standard fitting. You can see how much smaller that opening gets at the bottom. These are not only the improper fitting for a cleanout, but this particular material is a pliable kind of rubber type material. These are not approved either. So right here at the cleanouts, there's been some funky things done that aren't standard. It might minimize the effectiveness of the maintenance here on the system. So I'm going to recommend that they do be changed out, and that outdoor shower area really shouldn't be tied into the sanitary sewer. Get the camera in here. It's a little tough to get it through that fitting, but it gets through it. And then it kind of comes out. We're going to run a couple of feet and make our turns here to tie into the primary line. Right here is where that other one drops in. Same kind of setup over there. And then we tie immediately into our original vitrified clay. This is the original clay piping in the main sewer line here. Now, the clay pipe materials, they are expected to have a long service life. This is a natural material, so it's less likely to deteriorate underground, but it is fairly brittle in nature and does have a higher potential for damage during seismic activity or earthquakes. Now, we are seeing some minor stress cracking occurring right here in this section. Don't see any soil or roots coming through this crack, so there's no evidence here that it's actually a break or a compromise. But it is something that could worsen over time and should be monitored. So we're basically just pushing straight back towards the alley here. We're seeing some minor root intrusions here at some of the joints. Now, root intrusions at the joint areas of these older clay pipes is fairly common. Normally we're suggesting that they can be maintained with regular sewer line cleanings. It's when they're left unmaintained for extended periods that they can create blockages or potentially damage a pipe. A little bit of settlement occurring here as well. A couple of sections have settled half-inch or so. A little bit more through here. It's not uncommon either for these older clay pipes to settle and move and shift a little bit, but I don't see anything's broken or cracked again. It's just kind of a situation again to monitor. Here's another shot of some of those minor roots coming into joint areas. So far it's actually pretty clean. Not really much to speak of in the way of roots, nothing causing any blockages. No significant shifting or cracking. Significant offsetting or separations of the joints. There's a couple more stress cracks here near the top of the pipe and kind of to the lower left, kind of running horizontally here. See that? Yeah, it looks like might be some roots and a little bit of cracking along the top there. So again, just something to monitor or watch.
Awesome. Are we doing both of these? Okay. I'll let you do the cross one week. Thank you.
All right, so we're coming up to the 6-inch pipe here, out at the alley, and then we should run a few more feet and drop into the public sewer. A little bit of a, we call a mortar dam here. They used mortar to put these pipes together to hold them rigid. Sometimes that mortar squeezed through the joint and just creates a little bit of a build-up there. It's very normal, not something we would recommend repair on. And right here, it's 73 feet, looking down into our public sewer. So at this point, the system is basically draining and functioning fine. We just have these non-standard practices here up at the cleanouts with the non-standard fittings and the exterior shower tied into the sanitary sewer. So I would suggest correcting those things just to make sure the system is going to be operating safely and normally. It also doesn't appear that that outdoor shower has any sort of a heat trap in it that would prevent sewer gases from coming up through that opening. So it's just a non-standard setup that really isn't done correctly. So other than that, the remainder of the line looks to be doing okay. Kind of common conditions, minor root intrusions, minor stress cracking, but certainly in satisfactory condition. So I'm going to go ahead and wrap up the video portion of the examination for today. Please do refer to the written report for the full description of the final findings and recommendations. This is Mark Harrison with Sewer Line Check Professionals. Thank you very much, and have a pleasant day. Kind of hard to